Republicans have already come up with their messaging for next year's midterm elections. And what they're doing right now, especially with the first official ad that they're running on Fox News, Newsmax, and One America, is they're trying to paint the Democrats as the party of chaos. And in this ad, they're blaming the Democratic Party that's been in power for 10 months. Actually, not even 10 months at this point. But anyway, all of the problems in this country, every single thing bad that's happening, is all because of the Democratic leadership, again, that's been in office for under 10 months. The new ad is called Chaos, and according to Tom Emmer, the chair of the National Republican Congressional Committee, this is what he said, quote, "Democrats' weak leadership and socialist agenda have led to chaos at home and abroad. Americans deserve better than the higher costs, open borders, and nationwide crime wave that Democrats have forced upon them. 1 year from now, Republicans will retake the House majority and put a stop to Democrats' big government policies." Now, they're targeting 70 Democrats in these House races that they believe they can beat. And those are the markets they really want these ads to saturate. And even though we know that all of these problems they're listing, some are actual problems, some are totally made up by the Republicans, it's not the fault of the Democratic leadership. But they have a jump on the message now. They're already putting this out there in the ether, which means the Democrats are now going to have to respond to this. And these are things that, by the way, you cannot exactly just explain away in a 30-second ad. You can't explain inflation and supply chain shortages in a 30-second ad. You can't do it in a 2-minute soundbite. Those are complex, complicated issues that take a while for people to fully comprehend. So Democrats are already at a disadvantage there because, yes, they are being blamed for the supply chain shortages that the country is seeing right now. And honestly, I don't even know that that's completely unfair to blame them. I mean, let's be honest. If Donald Trump were in charge right now and we were witnessing these supply chain shortages, I can promise you everybody that does what I do would have run segments talking about Trump being responsible for supply chain shortages. That's just a simple fact. We all would have done it. So it's unfair to say that the Biden administration isn't responsible. They may not have caused it, but they're overseeing it, and so far we do not have any remedies for it, and that doesn't play well for the Democrats. These other things, the nationwide crime wave? Are you talking about the increase in murders that happened during Trump's administration? Because that's a thing. So that's a made-up thing, but Americans don't know that. And that's the problem. The Republicans can go out there, just make up all this crap. You know, oh, their open borders policy. Biden is arresting and shipping back more migrants than Donald Trump did. His immigration policy is far more conservative than what Trump was doing. But it doesn't matter. You know, they're seizing all these drugs at the border, not letting it in, and Republicans are saying, look at all these drugs they confiscated. This is how bad Biden's got. Like, no, he actually did what they were supposed to do. They got the drugs. They destroyed the drugs. The drugs didn't make it to the American public. But it always comes back to that messaging issue, right? The Republicans have the upper hand. They're already running these ads, folks. They feel the wind at their back after last week's elections. They're attacking the Democrats on literally every single thing possible, including Big Bird. And this is what happens. Democrats get behind the 8 ball. They don't have a message. They don't have a plan. And that's probably going to hurt them pretty badly in next year's midterms. Hey, thanks for watching. And if you want even more Ring of Fire, we encourage everyone to like, comment, share, but most importantly, subscribe. And don't forget, you can find me on all social media outlets at Fair and Balanced.